Hello, my name is Scott Maxfield, and I'd like to welcome you to the presentation about Civic Life. Civic Life is a 10-week rotation class for Lake Orion 7th graders. And in this class, students learn about what it means to be a good citizen. And among the many other traits that make up a good citizen is informed about things that are going on in the community, and then they take action. So being informed and being involved in this class will help them become both. So in Civic Life, students will identify pressing social issues in their community and beyond. They'll evaluate multiple perspectives concerning a particular problem, and they'll communicate conclusions and take informed actions. Students will need a composition notebook and then the OneNote class notebook, which is provided in Teams. Parents, the best way to get hold of me is through email, and students are to use the chat feature within Teams. Our class sessions are at 10:45 on Mondays and Thursdays, and our office hours are at 7:45 on Tuesdays and 8:30 on Fridays. I will also be meeting with students and groups occasionally on Wednesdays as well during their asynchronous learning days. That'll especially be when they are doing their group work, and I'll make sure I schedule those times in advance so they know to look for the meetings. Just as in every other class, students do have work to do throughout the whole week, not just on meeting days, so students are responsible for checking Teams on a regular basis. So the first part of class, we name different issues. So we look at some different issues that affect the community and mainly middle school students. So we've already been brainstorming different issues, and right now we're prioritizing those issues into the most important ones. We will then choose one issue and make a compelling question. We'll create one overarching sort of umbrella question under which we will then create 4 supporting questions. And each of those questions is kind of like viewing something through 4 different lenses. So we'll be viewing that overarching question through a history lens, a geography lens, a civics lens, and then an economics lens. And then by viewing the question through those 4 lenses, by coming up with those 4 supporting questions, we'll have a better idea of why this is an important issue. Students will then they'll choose one of those 4 lenses, and as a group, they'll get to know more about the problem through that lens. They will conduct research and as they try to answer that supporting question. And by doing this, they build a historical framework that addresses how does this problem exist now, in the past, and for different groups of citizens. And then students will take action. During this phase, they will decide how they're going to communicate their findings to others and then what action to take. And so students have written letters, created videos, created art, posters. It's really up to them. As long as they are effectively communicating their results and doing it appropriately, we've had a wide variety of very interesting presentations. Their audience would be peers, family members, community groups, and even editors of newspapers or elected officials or school officials. The best work is usually when they're not doing it just for a grade, but they really are trying to affect change in their community. And by doing this, students learn how their voices can matter in a public sphere, which helps develop civic agency. So once again, we are helping the students become better, more informed, and more involved citizens. And then the class will end up by them repeating the same process, but about an issue of their choosing. So either independently or with a small group, students will identify a problem, create an overarching or compelling question, then 4 supporting questions, then conduct the research, and then communicate their findings. The standards for Civic Life are develop questions and plan inquiries, apply disciplinary concepts and tools to an inquiry process, evaluate sources and use evidence, and communicate conclusions and take informed actions. As we said before, and as is true in most or all classes, there is work to do on pretty much every day, so they're to be checking teams on a regular basis. I'd like to thank you for watching this presentation. I will also be emailing home a copy of this SWAY as well as the course description, so you can watch that or view that at another time. If you have any questions, reach out and let me know. I look forward to a great quarter with your students. Thank you and have a great day.